Hello Brain Sporters, and welcome to Brain Sports TV. And we're back at the gorgeous Shampoo State Park. You can see the Willamette River right behind me. My name is Colette Hemmings and I'm one of the main coaches on Brain Sports. So today we're going to talk about sensitive. Are you too sensitive? So maybe in your life you've been told that you're too sensitive, to sensitizing. So there's a big difference between being sensitive or too sensitive, as other people would describe you. To me, there's no such thing, to sensitizing. And we're going to do a couple of exercises today that demonstrate that shift. So in my case, I grew up, I was a very, very sensitive child from a very young age, and I always remember pretty much being nervous around everybody and everything. And the truth is, even though I became, in the last 20 years, I was working at a very senior level at Nike as an executive vice president, I was still the same, actually, the same level of sensitivity. But what changed for me was my practice with how do you manage that sensitivity. So sometimes that can show up, or other people might say things like, oh, she's or he's really self-conscious. And that was something that I heard a lot as I was growing up. And I used to take that as, I thought that there was something wrong with me. And what I realised was I really tuned into other people's energy or the vibe. That was just my way of navigating the world. And it's really more of a gift than it is not. But the secret is really, how do you manage that sensitivity? So if you are somebody who is particularly sensitive to energy around you, or just different, especially negative energy, then I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can manage that. Yesterday, so you can hear, I'll explain the voice. A few people today that I was talking to have said, oh, have you got a cold? But actually this is part of my training anyway. And for the last 10 or 15 years, actually, I've done a program called, it's about finding your true self. So you really dig deep, go deeper into who you are, and go deeper in the body, basically, and understand how your mind works. And part of that is really opening up. So part of the opening up, in my case anyway, is really expressing myself completely. Because even though I said, I was a vice president and all these, senior jobs, confidence and self-esteem was actually a huge challenge for me. Some of it was cultural, and the way that we speak, the way that we look. There's all different dimensions depending on who you are as to why you have low self-esteem or low confidence. So, I'm here today to say that no matter how you feel or that level of confidence that you have, if you feel really low self-esteem, there's really very easy and simple ways to keep making progress with that. So the secret is not to give up. Just keep hanging around good people and really being kind to yourself. And that would be, if you take away one thing, it's learning how to really receive love for yourself and to stay in the body no matter what feelings are happening in the body. If you are somebody who's really sensitive, the chances are that you're going to really experience maybe more than other people. A lot of people they don't really feel very much, so there's a numbness in the body. There's no good or bad, but they don't feel the world perhaps the way that you do. So if you really feel everything and you're very sensitive, I'm going to show you a couple of things. We've done some of these exercises in previous videos, but the best one for me, and when I wake up in the morning, if I'm feeling a little bit anxious or nervous, I always do at least 21 bows. We're not going to do these here today. I'll do them in a later slide, a later show. But one of the things I always do when I wake up is really just tapping the body. So bring your awareness into the body the moment that you wake up and shift your energy straight away. Easier said than done. And I have had days in the past with depression and anxiety where I really I couldn't even muster the energy to do that. So the more that you can, even just a small amount, just keep practicing when you wake up in the morning, like, just relaxing. And just bring your awareness into the body. It's almost like, you're just saying everything is okay. Whatever your message needs to be that day, just tapping. You can just gently tap. And the tapping is very, very gentle. So it's not, especially in the beginning, just tap wherever. And taking your deep breath in and exhale. And you'll actually feel within under 1 minute, you can, especially if you're sensitive, you can feel the shift in energy very quickly. So just tapping, taking a deep breath in and exhaling. And you don't need to do much more than that. And then what I always recommend, even under 1 minute, you can say, today is going to be a great day, or I'm going to be okay, whatever that message is for you, just tapping and invite that message into the body. And the other one that I do is, now these are the things that I do first thing in the morning, shake the shoulders. And shaking the shoulders, we're actually bringing, so quite often when we're anxious, the energy, hot energy is up in our head, so we want to bring that heat energy down the body quickly. So just shaking the shoulders, releasing all the tension and stress in the body, and just exhale. And then when you still the body, when the body becomes still, you can actually feel some movement, some tingling, some different feelings in the body. And if you're very sensitive, maybe you have tried to avoid those feelings. And I was certainly one of those people. I really didn't want to feel the feels. So what I encourage you to do is once you've done some tapping and breathing, stay in the feeling of your body and just practice that. Even if you can only do 5 or 10 seconds, stay in the feeling with your breath. So take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in, bring your hands up and exhale. Very good. And the last thing, is a great piece of information to remember is when you have those uncomfortable feelings, remember they are information in the body, sometimes memories, thoughts, preconceptions, and just imagine that they're just stagnant energy. And when you breathe, you can release them through the breath and through the fingertips. So just deep breath in and exhale. Very good. So I hope you feel more relaxed. I did have, this is something, so the sensitized or feeling too sensitive, you can shift that very quickly first thing in the morning and just keep practicing every day from feeling kind of nervous, too sensitive, too sensitized in the body. And as you keep practicing that, you're able to stay grounded. You're really practicing staying grounded in the body every moment. Not easy in the beginning, but just keep encouraging yourself and practice. And you know, I work with clients actually recently, and even in later years, 40s, 50s, 60s, some of those energies still come up. And so this is not something that's, just for young people or old people, or it's a human experience, and we're all on a continuum. So I hope that if you are hearing language of too sensitive, that you realise that's not true, that's someone else's perception of you, and actually you just have a great sense of self, and just practice becoming self-aware by bringing that feeling and awareness into the body. So I hope that helped today. Today we were focused on shifting from sensitive to sensitizing in the body, and really look forward to your comments. I love reading the comments on either Brain Sports Team, which is our Instagram, or Brain Sports TV, which is our YouTube. We've got a couple of really fun events coming up very soon, athlete roundtables, and a couple of exciting speakers in July and August. And we've just been to Arrowhead Golf Course in Colorado with Brain Sports trainer David, doing some Tai Chi integrated with golf. So if any of those things resonate with you, please follow along and send to your friends and family. And look forward to connecting again next time. Bye for now.